February 6th, 2023, 4:17 a.m. In the deep sleep of winter, a 7.8 magnitude quake ripped through Turkey. But this is not a story about geology. This is a story about a single breath held, a whisper heard, and a love that defied the Richter scale. This is not fiction. This is the true story of what happened in the cruel dawn of February 6th, 2023, in Turkey. The country was deep in sleep, awaiting the first light of day. A magnitude 7.8 earthquake erupted, a terrifying explosion that shattered entire cities. The ground convulsed, and high-rise buildings buckled like cardboard boxes, dissolving instantly into dust. In that single devastating moment, thousands of lives were frozen in time. All around lay the choking shroud of dust, the terrible odor of the dead, and the muted, desperate cries of the survivors. Meet Yusuf, a veteran rescue worker who hadn't slept for 48 hours. His face was layered in thick dust, his hands were raw and bleeding. As he plunged into the ruins, a heavy silence settled around him. Yet, within that silence, Yusuf began to perceive something unnatural, an ethereal chorus of sorrow, a low, muffled echo of the departed meant only for him. His co-workers tried to intervene. "Yusuf, you're utterly exhausted. It's normal to feel this way amidst such tragedy. You're hallucinating." But Yusuf was firm. "No, I'm certain. I feel someone is alive, or perhaps someone is desperately trying to reach us." That night, alone and sleepless in the frigid camp, the cold gripping his body, he heard it clearly. A woman's voice, calm, almost a sigh. "Please help. My child is still alive. Please, save her." Yusuf shot awake. The voice felt impossibly close, then impossibly distant. It was a direct command. "If you don't go, she will die. Her life is in your hands." He had recovered 18 bodies in the last day. He fought the urge to dismiss the plea as the inevitable breakdown from trauma. But the voice returned again and again, a monotonous, earnest request. Finally, Yusuf could resist no longer. He felt a supernatural pull towards the ruins. The next morning, Yusuf told his team leader, Imam. The message was explicit. "Last night, a mother begged me to save her daughter. She said it was the old apartment block in Section 8. Imam smiled, heavy with sympathy. "Friend, this is a difficult time. We all need a rest. Stop listening to the calls of the spirits." Another colleague joked, "Are you running a ghost hotline now?" They all laughed, but Yusuf whispered, "Perhaps. Perhaps love is not always extinguished by death." The search continued all day, but no one gave weight to Yusuf's miracle call. By evening, every likely location had been searched, yielding only despair. 21 hours after the voice first called, as daylight began to fade, the head of another rescue team suggested, "Since the easy spots are cleared, let's humor Yusuf. Let's check Section 8. When they reached the designated ruins, the workers were unnerved. The damage here was catastrophic. Before they could start the heavy machinery, a plume of dust suddenly rose from a specific point, as if something inside had moved. It happened without any vibration from their tools. Imam yelled instantly, "Someone is alive! Start the rescue now!" The frantic operation began. 3 hours later, after moving a monstrous concrete slab, they created a small opening. When the torchlight penetrated the darkness, every eye widened in astonishment. A 5-year-old child, alive. She was terrified, but completely whole. As she was carefully extracted, the entire rescue team fell into a stunned silence. A child, miraculously preserved, 21 hours into the disaster. But the moment that followed held the most harrowing, profound truth of the entire event. The rescuers cleared more concrete. Directly beneath the child, they found her mother. She was not resting straight. She was crumpled, her body bent and twisted, her arms spread wide and locked in a terrifying final embrace. Her entire body had been used to form a small, protected void, a life shelter. Under the sub-zero temperatures and immense structural weight, the woman's body was frozen solid, hard as rock. But her final posture was clear. In her last moments, knowing her own life was ending, she used her final breath and strength to build an architectural refuge for her daughter's survival. Yusuf stood motionless, tears streaming. Was this the mother who called me in the night? At that exact instant, the old walkie-talkie communication device on Yusuf's belt flickered. That same quiet voice, like a final breath, whispered, "Thank you. You listened." The device clattered from Yusuf's hand. He was speechless. His colleagues shuddered. Imam placed a hand on his shoulder as Yusuf looked at the silent destruction and wept openly. At the hospital, doctors confirmed the minor injuries and the almost impossible. No signs of hypothermia. When asked how she survived, the girl simply repeated the same phrase. "Mommy didn't let go. Mommy was holding me." The doctors noted her unwavering belief, despite the brutal reality. But Yusuf knew. He understood. Even when everyone laughed, someone had been calling him a mother. Dead? Yes. But does that boundless love, that ultimate responsibility, and that final embrace ever truly perish? Days later, at the graveside, the little girl touches the earth and softly says, "Mommy told me she would always come back to me, even if she died." As she spoke, a gentle, warm breeze passed over the mound of dirt, as if a loving hand was softly stroking her hair. No one was surprised. No one was afraid, because they all understood that some endings are not final. A mother's last embrace, a final duty of love, cannot be defeated by seismic forces. It leaves behind one lasting, miraculous assurance: I am with you always. Like and share this story if you believe a mother never truly leaves. Because ultimately, mother means life. Mother means shelter. This story, based on the heartbreaking true events of the 2023 Turkey-Syria earthquake,